Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Warren. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Jacksonville State's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important to get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Snagged in the middle, it's Charles. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Touchdown, UNC! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Tempo and overdrive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Punt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it on the left. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give out of the gun. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Safe completion on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. The nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the air on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab down the middle. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can't
corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense lining up quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's a draw. Finds a little space. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on third and short. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with us send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. The give to the tailback. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Off play action. It's complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Wants to throw again. He makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Underwood. This time it's complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going back to the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Trying to keep the drive alive. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Got enough for the first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Underwood. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his... early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over Coastal Carolina. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Charles. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make... that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really... themselves on is being physical, and early in this game putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go back to the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Peace. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Defensive effort when the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking for a man. It's Duarte. Puts it out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
But when you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 45. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, North Carolina! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Coastal Carolina. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Charles. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the tight end was in blocking on that play. The quarterback just kind of freaked out. He was just trying to find someone to outlet and dump the football to. He found the tight end. He wasn't expecting it, and as a result, loses yards on the catch.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The give. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the
deep shot for the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Complete to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Green 25.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
From the gun, the ground game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Duarte. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they will score! Touchdown, UNC! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the returner will be dragged down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run the option. At the 45 on its way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Oh, what a move. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. On the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. The option look. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Scanning the field, it's Boyd. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And after the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, this offense faces third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes.
when you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Under fire! And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He takes it at the 45. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And the Tar Heels are at the line, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side. Turning it on! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Ready to try the point after. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got some space. Tripped up for the tackle.
Man, too little, too late. Where was this earlier in the game? They could have used that explosive play earlier when this game was close. But obviously these guys are still out here. They're still competing. They're going to keep fighting until there's zeros on the clock. But they need more plays like that earlier in games moving forward.
Caught over the middle. It's all. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Warren. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Now on the option. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw. It's Boyd. He's going to let it go. It's caught. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.